Hi friends, hope everybody's doing well out there today, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on your time zone. I realized that I've missed my 12 days of recovery videos because it's like only 8 or 9 days till Christmas. So I figured that I would do a quick one today on moving meditation. People have asked me to elaborate on what moving meditation is. When I first started practicing meditation, it was really hard for me to sit down and empty my mind and kind of order my thoughts, right? It seemed like whenever I'd sit down and close my eyes, I'd have difficulty calming myself. I'd spin in a circular thinking about the same things over and over and over again, right? And that made meditating really hard for me. Until I got to Betty Ford, and they taught me about moving meditation. Now, moving meditation is like regular meditation. The goal is to empty our minds and stop the tape from playing over and over, basically, right? Whatever a problem might be we're thinking about, or a stress or an anxiety of the future. So what we do, like when we exercise, and for me, my exercise for moving meditation is walking. I like to walk, and that doesn't have to be go out and walk 5 miles. When I first actually started, it was walking around a little pond in Betty Ford, right? And as I walk, I think about the way the wind feels on my face. I think about my hands when they're swinging and the feel of the air between my fingers. I think and feel the terrain underneath me, what my feet are doing, and concentrate mainly on my body, right? My breathing, and that draws me into the very moment that I'm in. Because stresses and worries most of the time are about something from the past that we can't get out of our head, right, and think about, or a stress for the future, a worry about what we're going to do about something, or what other people think, or our successes and our failures, right? So by concentrating on our body and moving, it allows us to stay very much in the moment. And for me, I experienced a lot of clarity in my thinking because while my conscious brain is concentrating on my body and on my surroundings, it allows my unconscious mind to kind of work on the stuff that I've been thinking about without actually thinking about it. And for me, it's that 5 or 10 minutes of rest and for my brain while my body's being active that makes me feel good. So like for a good moving meditation, nowadays what I do, I like to sweep the floor. I like to do my dishes. Anything that has me up and moving where I'm concentrating on something that I have to be right now, right here for. You know what I mean? So like when I wasn't able to walk a longer distance, like walking around the pond at Betty Ford, I discovered my own kind of walking even in my house, where I can just, and now pacing can kind of be the opposite of moving meditation. When I pace, it helps me obsess about whatever it is I'm obsessing about. It's like, have you ever sat in your chair and your knee sits there and vibrates, right? Your leg vibrates on the floor, and that kind of, pardon me, it accentuates a worry, kind of. Moving meditation, if I'm walking, I walk in a small circle. I walk calmly. I purposefully think about my hands moving, about my feet touching the floor, what my feet feel like, the breeze on my face, whether the room is warm or cold. And that's different than the aggravated or agitated pacing would be. Also, I like to, sometimes I'll lift weights. I don't have actual barbell, like dumbbell weights. So I have 2 rocks. I have a big rock that I lift when I'm actually working out. When I want to do a moving meditation, though, I have another smaller rock. I used to use books. Books work too. And I can just sit there and lift them and lower them, and lift them and lower them. And what I'm really doing is concentrating on the movements of my body and the way that the room feels around me. I hope that this has helped. I've been trying to think of a good way to explain it because, like I said, several people have asked me to go in depth about it. So remember, we're just trying to calm our mind, think about where we are and our bodies moving and the environment while we relax our thoughts and stop thinking about the things that might bother us or agitate us or stick us in a circular way of thinking. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well. As always, God and Jesus bless us all.